likes of the iPod Touch and the like. This is the very latest version. It's a 4.2-inch screen. This is an IPS TFT, so the viewing angles are pretty good actually. I think they're a lot better than the previous players we've seen. The resolution is 480 by 800, and it largely looks like a Samsung phone, to be honest. If you've seen the other players, you'll expect exactly what you get here. The typical Samsung shortcuts and additions to Android are here. If you take a look at the applications, you'll find less than you find on the phone, obviously, but a very familiar selection, including Angry Birds and some Need for Speed games and the like. Inside, it's a 1 GHz processor, but you'll also get the typical medley of gyroscopes, accelerometers, and a digital compass. Storage-wise, this looks to arrive in two options, an 8GB and a 16GB version, while you'll also be able to extend that with a micro SD. The battery is a 1500 milliamp offering too, which should be enough for a bit of music and video playback. If you take a look at the player itself, unfortunately I think it's just ringtones, oddly enough. You might be able to hear that. Yeah, that's enough of that. But the players are pretty self-explanatory really. You've got a list for your playlist and editions, albums, artists. It's a stock Android music player, to be honest. Videos is similarly organised. If we go for, this is one of the more bombastic videos on the device. The quality is pretty good. It's a very classy bit of kit. It's very solidly built, and hardware-wise, it's got a lovely white trim and metallic finish on both ends. Both of the metallic grills are intended for stereo sound, we assume. If you take a tour of the rest of the hardware, at the bottom here we'll have two Android capacitive buttons alongside the home button. Again, it has a very fine chrome trim around it. We're not sure if that's real metal or not, to be honest. Given that Samsung build, it probably isn't. Along the edge you can just see exactly how thin it is. It's quite like a Galaxy S but obviously without the chin on the bottom here. And unfortunately it's probably covered in my smudges, but the glossy white finish is very nice indeed too. Hopefully you can get a bit of light shimmering on that. And on the top here you've got a 8 megapixel camera capable of high definition video, and that's about it really. Another tour at the bottom there, you'll find the micro USB port and the headphone 3.5mm jack. Rotating around to the little thumb notch to open up, and obviously a hole to put your dangly toys and other paraphernalia onto your phone. Finishing off, nothing on the top, and on the top of the edge here you'll find the power button and the volume rocker, again very similar to the other Samsung Galaxy range devices we've already seen. Anyway, this is Matt with the Galaxy S Wi-Fi 4.2 for Engadget.